Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you guys who are returning, thank you so much for coming on back. For those of you who are new here, welcome. I am Meredith. I am a mid-size and curvy content creator where I create lots of hauls and try-ons from many different brands to give the brands a curvy girl test. I'm an size 10, and it's really sort of challenging to find clothes that fit my body. For reference, I'm 5'7", I have a 36-inch bust, I wear a 34D bra, I have a 29-inch waist, and a 44-inch hip. I've got 15 inches between my waist and my hips, which makes dressing my body really challenging because lots of brands don't cater to girls who have curvy bodies. I try to make your lives a little bit easier by doing the legwork for you and finding clothes that fit our curvy bodies. Today I have a brand that I have teamed up with, and they are Solado. Solado is somewhat of a new brand. What I really love about this brand is that they are inclusive of every body. Some of their clothes are super unique, as you guys can see. But all that to say, the reason why I love this brand so much is because of what they stand for. I'm going to read a little snippet because I will not be able to regurgitate exactly what their mission is, but here it is, and it's freaking cool, you guys. They are bold, collaborative, powerful, and inclusive. We are for you, we are for them, we are for everyone. We're on a mission to influence the future of fashion, empowering people to wear whatever they want without fear of stereotype or judgment. That pretty much sums up what the brand is. If you go onto their website and give them a browse, they have really cool, unique, and interesting pieces. And that's why I love them. The brand encourages people to be who they are with no fear or judgment. And I love that so much. Then it says, community is important to us, and we want to build a Solado community that offers a space for everyone where nobody feels alienated. Why aren't more brands doing this? Whether it's through social issues, well-being, or just inspiring imagery and content, we're proud to amplify everyone's voices through our collaborative fashion platform. This is insane. I love them so much. All right, so I have one complete outfit. I have 1, 2, 3 tops to show you. I'm gonna show you guys the tops. I'm gonna show you how I style them. I'm going to put them through the curvy girl test. Let's get started. First up, I have this, I don't even know what you would call it, like a superwoman-esque 3-piece satiny orange set. When I first saw this on their website, I only saw this long sleeve top. Then I realized that it is part of a set. So I had to buy the top separately, and this bralette and these shorts came together. So I bought essentially 2 separate pieces. 3 were included, if that makes any sense whatsoever. There is just something about this that makes me feel so fierce, unapologetically myself. First of all, I love the color orange. Orange is super popular right now, and if you want to feel like a badass, but also like sexy at the same time, this is perfect. Let's start out with talking about this long sleeve top. Let me just go ahead and show you guys how long the sleeves actually are, which I think is just so cool. So if you've got long arms, this top is definitely gonna fit. But you can do so much with the long sleeves. You can cuff it one time like this, or you can sort of zhuzh it up your arm and have it be a little bit baggier like that. I also wanted to point out the fact that they have not only 1 buttonhole, they also have 2 buttonholes. So if your wrist is a little bit smaller than mine, you can even make it a little bit tighter, which I think is just fantastic that they give you an option to go tighter or looser. And it's all based upon, you know, your body and your shape. So you can adjust it to how you see fit. Then it has this really cool geometric sort of front to the top. It's got 2 buttons on the top like a regular button down would have. And I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like with one just buttoned like that. And then I'll show you what it looks like just without it buttoned at all. And this is what it does, right? I think part of the whole set to make it super cool is to have it actually buttoned. It just gives it more of a unique look, I think. It sort of just completes the whole thing. But again, you can wear it however you want. It can be worn in multiple ways, which I love. I'm gonna go ahead and actually take off the top so I can talk to you guys about the bralette in the short. This is my only pair of bottoms that I got because I really am sometimes scared to try bottoms from other brands because I just don't know how they're gonna work on my body. And I would hate to get something that A, I couldn't send back, or B, that I couldn't wear right away. So I knew that these were gonna be safe, and I'll tell you why. They have an elastic waistband, and they probably are around the 3 to 4 inch inseam. Usually the best size inseam for me is 4 inches. This might be like a little bit on the shorter side, but when I saw it on the website, I was like, I think I could probably take a chance. And I'm so glad that I did because they fit so well. They are loose enough to give me enough room. Mind you, none of this fabric is stretchy at all. Has 2 pockets on either side. I knew that it was gonna fit my waist because it has an elastic waistband. If it was non-stretchy around to the waist, I would have never got it. So that's sort of how I decipher if something is gonna work or if something's not gonna work. Okay, so let's move on to the bralette. I took a small chance thinking that my bust may or may not fit in the triangle cups, but I knew that it had an elastic band in the back, and so I sort of just knew that it might work. Now let's talk about the nitty-gritty details, okay? My bust is a 34D cup, and I would say that it doesn't fill out the cups the way that it should. Again, if you've been around, you know that I don't really love triangle tops because I just don't feel like my bust fits the way that they're supposed to. I think it looks fine. I think it looks great. There is a tiny bit of extra fabric on either side, but again, that doesn't bother me at all. At all, at all. It does have adjustable straps in the back, and I think that this outfit is just absolutely perfect. I think that it's edgy. I think that it's sexy. I think that it's ultra feminine. I paired it with a blue little jelly heel. I think that you could wear a pair of sneakers with this. I think that you could take this top off, wear this as a set by itself. I think that you could take this bralette off and wear the shorts and the top as a set with maybe a tank top or a t-shirt on underneath. There are so many ways that you guys can wear this, which is one of the reasons why I love this piece so much. Let's move on to the next top. Next up, I have this incredible top. I decided to pair this top with my Abercrombie cream skirt and a lace-up heel, and I just think that normally I wouldn't have gone for something like this, but I wanted to try something that is completely out of the box for me. This feels really sexy, y'all, like way sexy, and it took me a second to sort of get adjusted in the top. So let me just start out by saying that there is an underwire underneath both breasts, which gives me a little bit of lift, which is really nice, and some support. So then you have these 2 straps that essentially, when you first put it on, you would think that they would go straight over your shoulders, but they actually have to go over your head to crisscross to cover up your chest. And I just think that, like, as much as I thought that this was gonna be risky for me, it turns out that I really, really, really love it. It is super comfortable. This part down here is a little bit like a bodice. It's very stretchy, and the material is like a chiffon, so it's very lightweight. It does have 2 layers of the fabric to make sure that it's not see-through, but I really like this sort of like faux boning here because it really accentuates my waist. So then the top up here is stretchy as well, so it's super comfortable. And again, like I said, you sort of have to adjust it to make it sort of fit right for your body. There's plenty of space for it to be covered. Again, this is a much more sexier top than I would have normally gone for, but it turns out I really, really, really like it. The coloring is really great. I have sort of stayed away from browns, but I think that I'm really warming up to it, especially this snakeskin sort of print. And I also think that when I was looking on their website, I was like, whoa, this is super sexy. I can't wear that. But like, also because of what they stand for, it's like, you can be sexy, right? Like, I don't like to be sexualized as a woman in my body, which has happened a lot, and I really don't appreciate it. But like, I really wish that I could just sort of exist in my body and not be sexualized. But if I want to be sexy and feel sexy, then that's my prerogative and I get to do that. It's not that I'm calling attention for it. It's that I want to feel a certain way in my body and in my skin. And so this top really sort of helps me feel that way. I feel really great. If someone were to ask me what my style is, I would say edgy, I would say feminine, and I would say sporty. And I think that if I ever wanted to wear something sort of sexier like this, I think the way that I style it is super important, right? Like if I had this top on with a much shorter skirt or something even sexier on the bottom, then it would be like sexy in your face. But I really like being able to mix and match something that's pretty sexy with something a little bit more conservative on the bottom, because the matching of that really, for me, like is the perfect mixture. Super comfy top. Love it, love it, love it. Makes me feel great. I feel awesome in it. Let's move on to the next top. Next up, we have this sort of bodice with a long sleeve attached top to it, which I am obsessed with. However, I just don't think that it fits me very well. I'm not really sure why I don't love the way that it's fitting me. I think the issue is when there are cups that indicate where my bust is supposed to be, oftentimes those tops don't really work for me. I don't know why, but I think that's probably part of the issue. But let's talk about it because I love it and it might fit you guys better than it's fitting me. Again, I'm in a medium and it's this sort of corset style with a sweetheart neckline. It is great. It is so, so, so good. There is no boning in it, although it looks like there is. It's just fabric. There's no wires, there's no underwire, there's no boning that's going through the corset. And let's move to the back. I love this back piece. It has a zipper to get in and out of it, and it is mesh, which I love. The arms are also sort of this mesh style fabric, and it is attached on either side underneath the armpit. I love this sort of peekaboo area right here, and I love this sort of open back bit there. And I just styled it with a very wide leg pair of jeans that are distressed, and I just threw on a quick heel with it. I think initially when I saw this on the website, the beige looked a little bit more beige. This to me looks a little bit more goldeny yellow beige, which I don't know if that is a great look on my skin tone, because I like having contrast between my skin and my things that I'm wearing. It's a little bit too close to my skin tone, but because I do have a little bit of a tan, I think it works a little bit better. But overall, I really like this top. I wish it fit a tiny bit better, but I think that it's super cute. And let's move on to our last piece. I have my last top on, and I wanted to show you guys what it looked like before I styled it. So this is a sort of cotton bodysuit, and I have to call out one thing. I am braless, you guys, and I usually can't go braless, but with this, I feel like I can. I feel lifted, I feel like I have a little bit of support, and I feel like it just looks really good without a bra. I love this sort of peekaboo detail here. I love how high-waisted the bottoms are. Let me go ahead and show you guys the back. There is also another peekaboo here, and it is definitely a high-waisted bikini bottom. This is a top. However, they can be worn as separates because on either side there is a little hook that you can take apart. I really like the fact that you can hook it. So I can't seem to get it all the way through, but you guys get the idea on both sides. So let me go ahead and show you how I style it. I wanted to style this one in a little bit more of a casual, sort of like edgy way, because I really wanted to also see the bottoms. I just threw on a pair of sweatpants and some sneakers, and I feel like this outfit is just super cute, super sexy, but like casual at the same time. I also feel like you can throw this on with a pair of jeans and throw on a pair of heels and dress it up for sure. I just really like this more casual, edgier look because I did a couple dressier looks before. I am obsessed with this top. Like, love it, love it, love it. It's a brown color. Usually I've stayed away from brown, but I'm really warming up to it, especially when I have a little bit of a summer glow already going. It just looks a little bit better against my skin complexion. The material is super stretchy. There is no closure in the back. You sort of hop into the bottoms the way that you would like a pair of underwear or a bikini bottoms. Okay, you guys, that wraps up my haul and try on with Solado. I really hope that you guys found some things that you liked today, and I hope that it inspired you to try some things that maybe you wouldn't have otherwise tried. If you guys have any questions or comments, please drop them in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, and also hit that heart with the $sign if you want to give me some thanks. I will always be super appreciative of that, so that way I can continue creating this content for you guys for free. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one.